going to be playing GTA, just earning some money. So yeah, I'm ready. Also, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, comment down below what video we will do next. Also, like, comment, subscribe to Jackson Davis, Jeremy Polanski, Ollie Destroyer, Jaden Destroyer, and Oscar. So subscribe to them, you'll be entered in my giveaway, which is PS4 headset, fidget spinner, and a fidget cube. Someone's already won the fidget cube, which is Jackson. Well done, Jackson. We'll give Jackson a round of applause. So he won the fidget cube. So if you can all see something, well done to Jackson. Great. So yeah, we just play. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Like and subscribe to Dan and Dan Rock. Yeah. If you do subscribe to all them people, you will definitely be entered in the giveaway. Also, another way to be entered in the giveaway is to comment. I've subscribed, also I've liked. To do that, we'll all be very happy with you guys. What way? But if they're always watching this, they would say yes. It's really hard. Mom. Oh no. Oh! It's glass. gonna get stuck. Probably so am I. Yes. This guy who I managed here is mega stuck. Thank you for whoever's watching us, Tommy Jackson Davis, or Emily Jones. Thank you right away.
Until it's bedtime.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's have a steak. I've only done one video of this. I know my mum flagged it faster anyway. No, oh no, 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 no.
You got keys, have you?
What? Did you leave the key in the door?
What's not been delivered there?
Probably a security code.
What do you get knocked and delivered to Playzone for? Oh, Mash. Yeah, mate.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, mate. What time's it? Much? I've got to be in fucking work. I've got to quit my car. I'll start to 5.
Why?
Get this time of tower down. The last day tomorrow, isn't it? Top one snapped. Lucky enough, Paul was in work, window cleaner, so the chance you can cut me down clear and get to work. You get this guy. Busy tonight, I know it was. Fucking typical.
4:30. And you work until 11.
No, no, no.
You back in? Oh, babe, look, they're everywhere. They're not nice.
Oh. What is?
Are they not nice?
Oh, nice.
Don't go eating loads of them.
What vehicle? Why?
That's the bottle that's in there, big bottle.
Vehicle.
The fridge at the bottom.
Where did you get it?
At home, 21:46.
I've already done this.
Oh my god.
Well,
3 things to do.
that's quite a lot of it.
Does she check? Does she ask you these whether you've done or not?
No. Why? You gonna do it?
Oh, fuck's sake.
I need a bowl.
How many meters are in a kilometre?
Right.
You need to convert 6,503 meters kilometres.
Why? Was it the school? What do you want?
Your body gate. Obviously, that's what you stripped off ready for me.
Fucking hell.
What we do, mate? Jennifer?
Not again, Martin.
Okay, not what you up anyway.
Ask Martin the question.
Sorry.
Okay.
Right. I've got 1 kilometre, 993 metres. What is that in metres?
Google it. I would have absolutely no.
I guessed it right.
Mum and drinking it all. Yeah? Mum! Yeah?
We're not doing very well on this one.
And a phone call earlier off Emma from Cleese.
Yeah.
Did you know that job you put in for painting? I said, yeah.
You got it.
I got it.
Yeah, no, tell me.
Fucking ridiculous.
Got it, mate.
Zack, you're doing really bad at that.
Yeah, since it's got miss, I didn't know what. Learning school.
Zack.
Zack, go to school first, go, bud.
Good.
Yeah? Cushy.
Cushy. Sound like Dad.
Cushy, cushy.
Okay.
Cheesy chicken.
No, that's right, I remember it.
Hello, I'm mate. Hello, Jackson. Hello, Jackson. Hello, mate. Hello, Jackson.
What are you barking on about, you donkey?
But mate.
Zack,
What?
you're doing a live stream, aren't you?
Yeah, you was watching it, weren't you?
Zack,
Yeah.
it's 8:30.
That's fun.
Zack, I was spectating you.
Last one. Last one. As soon as it's finished, drop dead.
Yes.
Listen, are you listening to Rebel Los Angeles?
Yeah, shit.
No, Radio Los Santos.
I didn't know there's a storm on Saturday.
Told you this?
I thought it was just weather warning. Not weather warning, just rain.
No. Weather warning.
Oh, I heard it on the radio,
Yeah.
Is this Storm Brian?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
What's the wind then?
I said, have you seen the weather? Yeah, it's going to be fine.
Fuck. Might have to change plan there, mate.
Jackson, I'm train up a Bugatti.
Hi.
Super, that is.
Potato here.
Right on the town, mate.
Fucking hell, Ted. Kill me off when I'm young.
Bloody Caroline.
Can't
it's Kato Potato here.
Stab me while I'm down.
Kato Potato.
Don't know that one, do you? You sent someone last time.
Yeah, and because I got my
Hey,
hands
Zack.
Only because I come and pick them up so they come up.
Zack playing this game.
15, 19 miles an
19
hour.
mile an hour.
That's not too bad, is it?
With rain.
I don't get fat that way. So we don't want to go.
Heavy rain. Wind weight.
Yeah. Yeah, fairly, innit? Yeah, I'm not
It's
trying.
golf, actually. That's not good.
Right, so no time's alright. 11 bridge. Oh, 45 mile an hour wheel.
Zack.
Yeah.
Hey.
52.
Hey.
Look at that.
Hey.
55 mile an hour
Oh. Hey. Oh. Hey.
Yeah,
Discuss it Saturday.
yeah, definitely.
Can't go at 45 mile an hour.
Oh, mate.
Wait,
Jeremy.
What's meant that?
You'll be fine.
Don't just go tell me.
I'm saying, fuck.
Who's playing?
Jim, do you want chips with it as well, or just that and some salad?
Yeah, and salad, please.
Yeah.
Fuck off. Oh, crap. Say Martin, your line. Say Martin, your line. So.
Sweet. Harry Potter. Crap at this, anyway.
Zack.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry from my sister Jess saying Kato Potato.
I like that.
I like that. Still crap, though.
Take a title.
Kato Potato here. Kato Potato. It's Kato Potato here. Zack,
Yeah.
I'm last place again.
Huh?
Okay.
What are you going over that for?
Missed that.
Alright.
I haven't missed it.
He did.
It changes. Stinks.
Fuck.
You.
You're so some shit.
You won't pick on with it. Yeah. Well, you've got two of them in front of you somewhere.
You good little boy, who's there? That. You're a good little boy. A little boy.
Can we get speed boost?
I need to get the boat back. Jam. I'm a boat, no jet ski.
I'm a helicopter. I'm plane.
What, you plane?
Yeah. Are you?
No, I'm jet ski.
Hey, now.
I'm way behind.
You're playing now, aren't you?
I'm not.
Oh my, thank you.
So did you actually play golf tonight?
Huh? No.
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 Well, you just turned up to see what it's like. Well, they said no chance. What are you smiling at? Oh.
I'm playing now.
I'm going to a helicopter in a sec. Yeah, Jackson.
Yeah. My God.
I'm a helicopter. I'm a helicopter.
Well, that's slow, isn't it?
That's because it's a helicopter.
Oh, you're right now. Miles away from the others.
these two have got to be the worst to do for a shop or so. Just could have taken boats with me. That'd be a nightmare. Sliding under the rails in Newlet.
Jenny,
Get round 20 pin. Yeah?
which I got is gold.
Oh yeah, marvellous. Sliding under the
Better than-
hose rails and running around Newlet.
Make sure you knock the door lots of times on next Friday, Jacks.
Monday and Tuesday, you're not there.
No, next Friday, bud. Martin's looking after the house.
Okay.
Bring your crew with you.
Yeah, because you won't get in.
Show the old man how it's done.
Okay.
Black 2-2, fucking hurry up.
I'm 10th now. I'm 10th place.
You're behind me. I'm 9th.
Hurry up.
Yeah, I think if he dies, you'll have to small that bit.
Nah.
Hey, go on, eh?
Last time you were first, weren't you, Zack?
Yeah.
How did you first, like?
He was the only one playing it.
Oh, well done. He was playing it at the same time as mine. Okay, don't let this part.
Don't worry, Zack, I was spectating, so I know what was going on.
Have a look up.
Half a cup, isn't it?
Yeah, storm coming.
Yes.
Come here.
I'm gonna be ready now. Oh, it's cars.
Oh yeah! I'm gonna give you my phone. Oh yeah! Oh my god, it's hysterical.
Flat. Yeah, have a look at that.
What was it? Hope to catch fish.
Stupidest guy in fishing. Yeah.
Tied up.
Get a potato.
Some red black.
Are you
I don't know,
9th,
mate.
Jax?
10th.
Well, I'm a plane. Joke, I'm a jet ski actually.
Oh, you're way far then.
Okay, have we got any watch batteries?
Like Jim, but not as we know it. Not
What's
as
the
we know it.
car key?
I did buy one batteries when I needed
When?
four.
Yeah, when?
No, it's not what?
What?
But
It's a nice fish.
Have you gone past, what's it called?
No, it.
That's it, that's the beach.
Oh, the look.
Lekker. Yeah, but I don't know what they are.
I'm a plane again.
no, I haven't time.
Can you get some tomatoes?
I'm not doing anyway.
Or can't you go to Tesco's and get some?
Can't you pop that pound stretcher?
Just touch the top.
Fuck off.
Switcher.
Oh yeah, we're starting a swear jar.
So you're fucked.
It's 50p every time you swear.
Oh!
Don't worry, I made about 40 quid last night.
How?
Just between Daddy and Martin.
Take the piss now, isn't it?
Oh, 50.
Did they actually give me money?
No, because we haven't got a jar.
And whoever doesn't swear, gets some money.
I should have a pile of 50s on the table, mate.
So everybody's they're
Put
gonna sit
that there and
there
start it now. Swear jar.
What? Are we not even allowed to say Toshi?
Who's?
That's 50p.
Toshi.
What's Tashi, mate?
Toshi, Bungie.
That's another 50p.
We're not allowed to say
No,
that.
words like fuck, piss off, bitch, slag.
Bad word.
£2.
Yeah, bad words. No, I'm just explaining to you. Merch, can you hurry up, please?
Why are we on the boat?
when you book it.
Who's going to come? Me, you and her.
Me, you, Mike, go. Go away. Me, you, Mike. Hold it. Mate, how quick did you ring this book?
No,
I
50.
did, I glanced through it. My phone's gone off.
50.
I've got 50 somewhere now on the side, have I?
This is your little part that I'm going to change it.
Yeah, there's 50p in there. Can I have it? It's not mine.
Give 50p and put it
Yeah.
in the spare jar.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Put that one. Put that one. What's that 50p on? You stole a 50p from the side?
Huh?
Yeah. There we are, it's 50p. I'll pay that. I'll pay. See? Martin?
Okay, mate.
That's swear. Call me mate.
Tiana.
Not there. Martin's a swear word.
I know. Zacharias, how very dare you?
Right, that's it, bud.
Yeah, do you want any jammers on the No, you cannot.
Fine.
Your pyjamas are
I
there.
need the money in the
Let's
bank.
go. Ah,
No, don't go.
you dare. How long does it take to put your money in the bank?
2 seconds.
Wait, just let him put his money in the bank.
Ear, nose and throat surgeon David Snow is preparing for the operation.
Get ready then, quick.
Go on, get Gobby. I dare you, Gobby.
Quick.
He's waiting for that long now because of Daddy.
What's that sound about?
Oh,
Wait, say to me. Go on, swear. Dare you? Swear.
You stupid man.
Oh,
stupid again.
Oh, stupid.
This could be like, this would be like the poshest house there soon.
Hey, Martin.
Yes,
may
Jim.
I press your button?
No, you may not. May you go forth and multiply.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's a swear word.
Oh.
Zack, you need to hurry up, please.
You got a Zuzi toe.
Well, see, what's the weather like on Sunday night? Can you do Sunday night? If we can't do
I can do
Saturday night?
any night, mate.
But no, but what about you, if you got work early in the morning, the high tide's at 12:30 Sunday morning, yes, Monday morning.
Right, I'm fine. Any night. Sunday, light rain showers.
All the way to the end.
19 degrees, 21.
It's the wind, mate.
21, 19.
All, is it? It's still...
50p. I'll get your part again.
Yeah.
I'm not good at this.
Leave it there.
Mate, if I swear, I pay. So you don't you swear, because it comes out your bank.
Yeah, if you swear, you pay.
Oh, my bank.
Yeah.
Pardon me. Like, say that silly bit when you go, I swear word. What's the count?
What are we doing with all these 50p?
Save them, put them in the bank.
Save-
In my bank.
Save them and use them for like a day out or one
Oh.
meal or something.
Yeah, we can have one every weekend, right?
Yeah, but I gotta come because I'm gonna have to contribute to it, so.
Yeah, but then if we say anybody that comes in and swears puts 50p in the jar.
Yeah.
So we're not taking everybody out to dinner.
Yeah, not
I'm
for
not to anybody, don't mind, let's be fair.
Don't try and tell everybody that you're coming with
Don't put it on Facebook.
us. Yeah, out for a free dinner with our swear jar.
What?
But hurry up, please, Zack.
Zack, come on, you've got 30 seconds. So we're running that now.
How many dogs does Audi have?
5.
Have you banked your money?
Huh?
No, have you banked your money? Yes or no?
Have you banked your money?
Yes or no?
Yes,
What?
he has. I'm turning over.
Right, off now.
Off. Do you want to be banned from it again?
Oh.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Let me check two doors.
1.
Audi, Audi, Audi.
Oof.
Audi, Audi, Audi.
Very well.
Go on, say it. There.
So, in the true sense of a emergency.
Go then, go upstairs, get your trousers on.
Such
Come on.
a poo, poo, poo.
Come on. Come on, please.
And
You had
fell
17
Oh,
minutes
God.
extra.
being put to
Okay.
Go on, little boy, off you go. Little boy. Go on, off you go.
Zack, move it now, like Mum's asked you to.
40 years ago,
Don't go, don't swear.
Whoa, whoa.
Yeah, you will.
if you choose to move on,
Little girl.
to know
Right.
formats
Oh,
contain
no,
unique blend of ingredients, helping you
Are we all doing the Jenny's way?
No, because I whacked a knicker in that.
Yeah, but that's what Jenny's.
Yeah, I can't go because I'll take it out when Jenny's are out.
No, so are we should we swear when Jenny's on yet?
No.
That's absolutely fine.
When we leave this house.
That's absolutely fine.
It's a shame it needs a big sale. Bevel bookcase for only $3.89.
Oh, let's just exclude everything else. Let's just
Guaranteed Christmas delivery.
That's funny.
Today, you're gonna keep New York, New York. Okay, who's next? I'm the woman that runs New York. Plus, I feed New York.
Don't be scared. I know you will.
Oh, dear.
Don't give up. Every dog has a special someone. True love will find. They're just waiting to be found. Visit Dogs Trust today. This year at Fright Nights, the dead invade the island. The Walking Dead only at Thorpe Resort.
So did you get all your work done today?
No, today I was on me.
Why not?
I had to take Andy over to the doctor's at 2 o'clock-ish. So he put his paper in.
Can be as easy as this.
And he had to pick some stuff up, so I had to do that.
Combining 3 products in one.
And then Tanya's daughter rang me to see if I could get hold of Tanya for her to go back up to spend some time with her because she was down in the chapel of rest because her nana died. So I went to Tanya's at 2 o'clock, there was no answer. I couldn't get hold of Tanya because she broke the phone.
You have a big influence on your kids.
Yeah, she had to go to the daughter.
Begin with bed.
That's where she's gone now.
Oh, I get that.
It's not very good, but this is why I said I'd rather go fishing. So what are we going to do Saturday night then?
Oh god, we'll wait till Saturday morning, shall we? Hopefully storm Brian or whatever and might disappear.
Yeah, okay.
Rachel here is practicing the battle cry.
Cry.
She's fed
Yeah,
up.
I mean, I think there's a chance.
There's always a chance.
Exactly.
It's time to love Mondays.
I love Mondays.
Unless you know anywhere that's proper cover fishing.
Find your battle cry. Get the read.co.uk app and apply for jobs now.
We're crunching new prices way down at Morrison's. Like this 1.5 litre bottle of comfort. Way down to £2.
Moisture at home. You feel it, you smell it. Fight it. Unibond Aero 360 Moisture Absorber has an improved efficiency of up to 40%. See the proof for yourself. Fight moisture in your home with Unibond Aero 360. And now create a special ambience at home with the new aromatherapy fragrance tabs. Save more families, unlock each other's lives.
We hope you enjoy your week in our home.
And discover what money can. Swimming pool. And can't buy.
Who knew how big a problem money is to some families out there?
The new series of Rich House Poor House starts tonight at 9 on Channel 5.
Channel's Poor House is good for nothing.
Absolutely no idea what you mean.
Certainly, James.
Squeeze past
You
you.
can indeed, young man. There you go.
In Calverton, a dispute that started with noisy dogs
It was a just continual barking.
had become dangerous
I thought my son had gone under a car.
and was about to get menacing.
She's like, what's going on? This is next door shouting. They're going to kill us.
After claims she breached the noise abatement notice, dog owner Amanda Downey was summoned to court. Carl and Roger agreed to give evidence.
The solicitor came out and said that Amanda's not turned up, but the magistrate will take your evidence in her absence.
She was actually found guilty in her absence. We thought, finally, it's the end. You know, this is all over. The nightmare's done. It's finished.
But just a few days later, Carl and Roger were dealt a major blow.
I get a phone call from the council saying that the charges had been dropped on Amanda due to illness that she was suffering at the time, and it would be going to a retrial. So it all starts again, all the pain and all the suffering.
By now, tempers were about to explode.
I got woken up at 2:45 a.m. and somebody shouting outside, and get out of your bed, I'm going to kill you. Pulled the curtains back, I looked out the window, and it was next door neighbour's son. He was stood here, just in a pair of boxer shorts. He had no shirt on, no shoes, nothing. Roger was also woken by the noise.
I looked across and I thought, well, what the hell's going on? Initially, I thought it was some sort of argument, but it was only one person.
Just shouting up at the window, I'm going to kill you. Get out your beds, I'm going to kill you.
And Marcus is shouting, come on down, all of you. He said, I'm going to kill you all. And then I just closed the blinds and went back to bed. I thought, well, I don't want to get involved with that one.
Well, this time it woke the wife.
No, you're not.
So I was going
In
out
case you
to
choke.
next door shouting.
If I come up and they're in your mouth, you'll be grounded.
So I just picked my phone up. The phone's
Mean it?
999.
The police arrived and questioned Marcus, but took no
You will be
further
grounded.
It told the
Right,
police
give 'em
that
back.
the abuse was meant for his brother, not
Put
me.
them on your
His
step.
brother lives about a mile away. I was scared.
I'll tell you that, yeah.
When somebody's threatening to kill you, it is quite scary.
After an agonising wait, Carl and Roger were back in court. Finally, they got a verdict that would stick.
Amanda was actually found guilty of breaking noise abatement notice.
She was then served with a 2-year criminal behaviour order.
Amanda Downey was fined £330 and ordered to pay the council's costs of £790. Amanda declined the opportunity to participate in this programme and respond to the allegations against her. However, in court she told the judge, "It has been horrific with all the stress. I wasn't registered as a breeder because I don't breed enough. I had 7 adult dogs and 2 litters. One was planned and one was not. The numbers have been dropping since then. My spaniel Max was the main offender, and I found a new home for him. It's been such a wrench losing him." The judge ordered Amanda to keep no more than 3 dogs at her property, which is something of a relief for Roger and Carl.
My home now is a home. We are living again how we were prior to all the dogs.
Things are a lot better now. Sleeping a lot better.
What can't I be rich?
There's a family.
I know, mate.
And we've lit the barbecue again.
But for Carl, the nightmare still lingers.
Why can't you make me rich?
The worst fear is, in 2 years' time, when the orders...
Do you say anything else other than I don't know, mate?
Not really, mate.
I don't think I'd go through it again.
Why is that?
I reckon you should have another chat in, Mark.
I think you should worry, mate.
Sorry?
I think you're right,
In
mate.
Sunderland,
What-
a feud
where
between
and what,
neighbours
though?
had culminated in Michael
Well,
Jensen
I want to
being
get this greyed out, so I can get something over it.
With conclusive
What I'd
CCTV evidence,
is
Michael had no
another
choice but to plead
dragon
guilty
coming
to
up
criminal
here,
damage on
and
David
another
and
dragon
Elaine's
coming
car.
up here.
Yeah.
But he
That's what I'd
feels he
like.
was provoked.
Maybe a couple of daggers or something. Well, you don't want to leave.
Yes, it was stupid.
You don't want to leave all that out, do you? Because you're gonna coming up here, coming up there.
What's going on?
No, but I've already got one at the top, so there'll be one coming up this side,
Yeah.
to about there, and then one coming up this side.
Yeah, it looks shit though.
Which everybody...
Baby, you're coming to get your dinner.
Which it is wrong. I'm not denying that.
Hang on, let's stop at 50p in the pub.
But I think we're getting away late.
Okay.
After everything that's gone on.
You and Mark.
His car's getting on.
Oh, this is stupid now. I'm running up 50p.
Stop swearing then.
Michael was fined £360 in order to pay
Well, when I work with you, right, I need more money.
Money in my van, if it was money.
No, and can you pay me in cash? Coins, please.
the feud remains. And every time Michael passes her driveway,
Watch
a
these
lane
tenders.
is ripped by feet.
No.
Yeah, that's what she said
Valley
there.
Cops is on.
Pardon?
Valley Cops.
That's what she said
Yeah,
there.
Valley Cops. How to put it that much? Honestly.
That's what she said there.
Have a go on that.
What
Got to
will
get the
you
top.
do?
You
Over
got to
there?
get, yeah, got to get the top. Right.
Might need to carve it. Chicken
I don't know what they're going to do. Probably
Maybe
maybe
not.
they'll end up at the door yet again. Rather than
Should you
reopening
figure
it,
that?
just go on them. I don't know how they do.
With neither side believing they are in the wrong,
What's in that?
there is
Crisps.
one thing they do agree on.
Kimchi sauce.
Oh,
If
right
they
on.
shake my hand and say, we'll stop the day, I'll stop. I don't want another letter through my door. I don't want to have to see another police officer. I just want it to stop.
It would be really nice if they just got on with their lives and let us do the same. Stop the staring, stop the petty behaviour, enjoy your life, enjoy your property, just leave us alone. It's that simple.
What?
Have you got a Nightmare Neighbour story?
What?
Get in touch at channel5.com/Nightmare Neighbour.
Pardon? I don't know. Do you want me to message his mum? Okay. Look at I'm moving.
Thank you. Oh, Gordon Ramsay's on tonight, no?
What we do?
What, the cocaine one?
Yeah. We'll watch out tomorrow, because I hope I'll be standing away for that.
She saw what happened to him and what they decided to do to Claire with the intubation, and I needed to be that rock. I would have been completely useless if I just broke down in tears. I just needed to be strong for her. Phil, I love him to death, and I wouldn't be without him.
Children's Hospital, how much?
But the child that
helicopter.
I not wanted but imagined isn't the same child.
Why don't we watch this film for later and then watch through the break?
It's gone now.
I will always grieve for that
What did you
child.
say?
It's a jolly good idea.
And
be careful, Martin.
Watch through the breaks.
I worry how long we've got left.
So what's wrong with this one? It's quite informative.
Is that not burning your legs?
No, I'm just having a look at my pots if I've got 50 pieces back.
Joe, I knew a friend of mine that had no father. Joey was actually a bastard.
Next on BBC
That is
One,
classed as
small
foot swearing,
kids never
right?
had
No,
a
it's not. I
child.
was defining what it was, mate. I didn't actually use it in the context
Yeah, no,
of
but
swearing.
If you go out to dinner, you can't say that way.
No, correct. That is quite correct. But I just said to you, in the definition of the word,
But I'm going to say to you in a minute, if you don't hurry out and swear, I'm going to give you a black eye. Because I ain't paying all this money at the top for you two to laugh at me.
yeah, because there was a load of coal that was disused and a bit of a slag went in.
Offer their solutions.
They had going on there.
Why you should
Can't
believe
keep
in
doing
them.
that.
Well, I'm sorry, that's what it's called, Jennifer.
Our house rules, not yours.
Saturday morning from 10 on BBC Two Wales. Join me, Greg James.
And me, Dottie, for a brand new music show.
There'll be great live performances.
Plus, sketches with your favourite artists.
Hey, Stormzy. Shut up! Shut up! And what's more, it'll be co-hosted by a different megastar each week.
Sounds
Sharon
like Friday
Texas
night
there.
with co-host Jason Derulo.
Yeah.
Starts 27th of October
She's
on
bringing
BBC
the
One.
cavalry, i.e. me. She wants me to do an evening with everybody that cooks.
Sue Perkins
Because
begins
we've
her
had two
epic
complaints
journey
in
up
the
the
last couple of
Ganges
days about
over on
food.
BBC Two Wales now. Here on BBC One Wales Strong Language
And I
as we
take
join the Valley
pictures
Cops.
of how it's presented, laminate them and put them up because it's
What are they specifically complaining about? Presentation? Or?
No, we have one today.
This morning, drove to
Picky
Orange to be
people, right?
executed at
So
Dewey
it's 4.49 coming into the money.
Industrial Estate.
4.49. She went out to a cafe, she ordered 3 meals, she had 3 drinks,
Situated in a
chocolate bars,
compound,
whatever, it
escaped,
cost
met the
£20,
fencing
25p.
all around.
And she was
The
moaning
gate
about that.
itself is locked, so
We took
obviously
food
we've got to
out
get through that before
because
we
we
get
didn't ask her
anywhere
how she
near
would like her eggs. Right?
There were other
And
units
so,
there, but they've all
spoke
been
about that
pulled down,
on
so it's the only
Facebook, not to
building
me,
in that
on
compound, and that's
Facebook.
the one that we're going to be
When
going
Mary
to.
said comments, I went, she's
They've had a
running.
good 4 months now to
Nothing
get
more
in,
food.
set up, and obviously
Yeah.
harvest.
Where are you going to get that?
So what you got to do? Call the staff in.
I don't know.
It was that word work.
When we get in, looking at the floor plans, there's a mezzanine on the top right.
Send me a picture for Facebook comment.
What's that mezzanine?
Mezzanine.
Sorry,
It's
Mrs.
above
Nearly
the
£40
ground
on
level.
5 meals.
First floor.
That French, is it?
She never told.
Have you read it?
Yeah, she never told.
It said, "Hi Jenny, please can you go in and do a training on cooking and food presentation?
They say if you can work in the
Second
valleys, you can
complaint
make
in 2
anywhere.
weeks." I said, "Yeah, I'll sort it with Jim. Do you want all the staff or just the main
on a
ones that
daily
cook?
basis.
Just the ones
Everybody
who
knows
cook.
everybody.
Can you take photos of your presentation and laminate them and put them up to you as a
So I
reference?"
think a strict regimen very pleasing with the
How did you get on with it?
because it's a small
So what are you going to do?
You know, there's been occasions where I've had to deal with my extended family in custody. It's a bit awkward.
We're organising a surprise party for them.
Oh, that, yes.
Yeah, but she's now decided
She's going to Amsterdam.
she's going to Amsterdam on the weekend of her party. And she was telling me yesterday that she like doesn't like parties and stuff because she doesn't want to be the centre of attention and she doesn't like things like that. So I was thinking, oh shit.
Oh, 50p. Oh, that's a pound.
No, I didn't say it.
Ah, you did it. Dad.
I put my 50p in. So I was thinking, because I don't think she's going to enjoy a party because she don't like all the fuss. What about if we just get all the money off of everybody and give it to her as a present to go to Amsterdam?
That's a good idea.
Have we paid for hall?
The hall's free. So
we still use it.
And all we've got so far, we need to pay £100 for the DJ and he'd give us 50 quid off that. But all we've got so far is Karis and I think 2 others have put 10 in, so that's 30 quid. I said I'll give 20 and I said you'd give 20 and Simon give 20, so that's £90. Even if we can grab 5 off everybody else, but say to her, look, we did have a party organised.
Yeah, till we can
But you said you don't want to be centre of attention and want to go to Amsterdam, so here's the money we've collected.
I don't know where it's my money.
PC Jason Kedwood, known as Rhino, has been part of a specialist drug squad for the last 4 years.
2 people jumped out the hole with the gardeners, and they live in this room. So they basically, their life is just growing those crops. So they sleep there, toilet, wash, and they just made themselves a cup of tea.
Zack,
Before we wrap it up.
Oscar's coming back on the 3rd of November. And he's going to be here for about a week, 2 weeks.
With a street
So we'll have a sleepover.
in use for months. There's more than 10 rooms full
Alright.
of plants, with a street value of over £1 million.
Yeah, we said
They brought into this country under false pretenses for a new life, and that's their new life. It's quite sad. But obviously they won't reap the benefits. It's going to be somewhere who's a lot more organised somewhere. In the valleys, a lot of factories are empty, I think, and traditional industries have closed down. Nearly every village, every town had a mine. Or if you didn't have a mine, you'd have a steelworks. Say the area I come from had one of the largest steelworks in Europe at the time. There was thousands of men working there. They've closed down, which left a lot of people out of work.
I just leave them alone. I don't know. I'll take them
plants. Personal use, then, is it?
Yes.
Yeah, but look at the ones they do, like rented places. They rent their house.
It's absolutely crass-rounded for jobs. There's no opportunity at all. Because I spent 3 or 4 years, I think it was, on the dole trying to find jobs.
The majority of us do try, like, you know. It took me about 7 years to find a job. I got there in the end. You know what I mean?
That.
24-year-old Morky is one of many valley boys who's never had a job.
I've tried to get jobs, I've never had a chance. No one have ever given me the chance, like. I've tried and just nothing have ever come up. Like, they want me to do things that's against my will, doing like work in the meat factory and things like that.
Oh,
so that's why I was hoping, and I'm just doing my money. Then I came to do it, keep my money, do you know what I mean? I like my own money. Because they can't say I'm a sponger.
Morky's ways of making money mean that he and Rhino have come face to face several times in the past.
Some things might not be legal, but I mean, that's up to me, innit? If I don't get caught, I don't get caught through it. like buying stolen goods now. I used to, like, if something was stolen, you'd obviously pick up cheaper then, didn't you? So I just used to, like, buy it, change it a little bit and try and sell it to someone else, like, for a bit dearer. I got caught for it. I stopped doing it. I started just buying things that was broken, fix whatever's broke, and then just put up for a better price.
The police suspect Morky might not have put his criminal past behind him. For the last year, Rhino's been building a case against him.
Morky's been arrested on 3 separate occasions over a 12-month period. The person he was arrested with has admitted supplying heroin, saying that he was selling on someone's behalf. I believe that that person's behalf is Morky. No drugs were recovered from him, only some of the people he was with. But he doesn't work. He's got no source of income. He's not claiming any benefits. He's got several £1,000s on him. All the notes had abnormally amounts of diamorphine on there, which is heroin. And on the last occasion also had traces of high amounts of cocaine. And upon executing the warrant at his home address, digital scales were found, and on those scales is traces of heroin and crack cocaine.
Rhino needs the CPS to agree that he's gathered enough evidence to charge Morky for dealing. If he's convicted, he'll face a minimum of 3 years in jail.
It's bullshit, like, do you know what I mean? What, a bit of money? That's not my problem that I had a bit of drug residue on it, do you know what I mean? How many druggies live on earth, huh?
Detective Mark Jones is investigating 2 burglaries that have taken place overnight in Mountain Ash.
The Mountain Ash, it kind of pleases itself. Somebody's got a problem with somebody else, they tend to sort it out themselves and they don't involve us. If something happens, you can look at Facebook before you go into work. You know, that's happened last night there, and so you kind of know what you're going to come into as well. So if something happens, you can guarantee within the first hour if it happened, it's on Facebook.
Southwest Police, what's your emergency? Hello? Somebody just tried to break into my house? Where were they? Outside the house? No, they were in the house. They were in the house? Were in the house. Where did he see him in the house? In the kitchen. And he yelled, and they ran out in the back garden. Did you get a description of them? Or how many of them there were? There was only one. You can't really see his face because of his under there. You okay? It's shaking up. Yeah, I can imagine. I'm alright. Yeah.
One of the burglary victims has posted his own CCTV images online, hoping locals in Mountain Ash will identify the thief.
Everyone's quite close to in the day, I'd say. That's the best thing. If anything goes on, you know, someone will know about it, or if you don't know about it, someone will find out about it.
This now that you've been on my doorstep filming will be all over Facebook and all around this town within an hour.
That's disgusting, Alice. That's shocking. You think that can happen in the valleys? Creepers going around in the night, right? Off their faces on problem, who knows what? Heroin, everything. People are breaking their shops and stuff like that. Alright, I don't condone it. But I understand people need to make money or whatever. But breaking into people's houses when they're in bed in the night, that's just a no-go area, like.
But I tell them something now. If they come into my house, it's game over for them. I don't give a shit, like. They're having the bat, like. I got 2 young kids in my house and, you know what I mean, I got to protect them.
Downstairs, you only use reasonable force.
If that's not a distinctive feature, I don't know what is. Because at the end of the day, like, we're not being nasty or taking a pee, but that's a big old loot there, isn't it?
It's just been shared on and on and on. You can tell who it is, fucking disgusting. He's the first person I thought of. Apparently the name has been put on me over 400 times in my old account.
The man being named by the community is 42-year-old John Gino Williams. He has a history of shoplifting, but no previous for burglary.
Hope the police catch him before family members or some locals catch him. I see some badly broken bones on your eyes. And
Former nightclub bouncer Jason Penny has been looking for John Gino after one of his family was also burgled.
Myself and my brother are well known in the area. When we were younger, we were called the Crays. We had a reputation where nothing was too hot. Getting into fights was a normality. People in the area do know us, and you know they do know that if they mess with the wrong family, then obviously you know there will be consequences.
Mark's had a call from Jason. He's confronted John Gino in the street and told him to wait for the police.
My first reaction was anger because, you know, we know Gino and Gino knows who we are. My sister said to me in the street, please don't hit him, please don't hit him.
You still married about bloke?
It's not the same thing.
Does that count as well?
It's borderline, that.
Grey area, already. 25 pages. No.
You can have 10 for that.
He's from there, he's born there, his family there.
Shut up, was it?
I thought you said it's
I will be saying something else anyway.
Doesn't go down very well, so he's probably better off.
Come on, find him.
More for his own safety.
Oh dear, what are you doing now? Let me get
Yeah. People are mentioning him. He's got a dependent. After all dependent as well, so he's got no real form of income whatsoever. He's obviously desperate measures.
Would you like to be a police
bad crimes.
I would have liked to, yeah. I think I would have been a good copper.
I'm going to take a quick look back to you now, okay? There's going to be a bright light turn on in 2 seconds, alright? You can look straight ahead, that top circle for me.
Why don't you have a tattoo like him on his face?
I don't think that would be very appropriate for my line of work.
I mean, it look cool.
What you would do, you're from Portsmouth.
Might get you a bed.
Do you think?
It might be, oh, he's up. That's it.
With the suspect in custody, Mark visits the burglary victims who captured the incident on CCTV to collect evidence.
You've eaten lots of pink biscuits. You've been spoiled. You've been good. Yeah. My name's Mark. You've been a good boy.
My name's Mark.
Yeah. Last night I got out.
I've been to the baby waking up when he was coming down the street. He did not eat, I jumped up my skin. It's never felt like this before, it's all the mush on anyone.
Peace of mind we got in on page. How about Facebook as well, isn't it? Can you go back a bit to see his trainers, please? Yeah. 3 stripes. It's not bad yet, it's damn bad, is it? Hey, we're going to go back to work now? Catch bad people and me. Yeah. So long. So long.
Sit next to me on the left. Catch bad people.
Yeah. Excuse me. I gotta go and do
the big problem with the bodies, which obviously is not touching.
When are you doing that?
So
January the 2nd.
The level of crime is rising, so it's time to do a lot of burglaries.
The Liverpool game's been pushed back on Boxing Day.
The police begin searching addresses linked to John Gino, looking for the stolen property. They're hoping his neighbours might have seen something.
And you've got work the next day.
Right?
Yeah. You on the day after Boxing Day?
This morning?
Well, it's like every other day.
Yeah, every other day.
About 10, 20 minutes, and then he creeps out. Then you don't see him all day. And this is not going on for weeks. You know, I know when I hear him going in, but I don't like to open the door. And I mean, me being here on my own, you know, it's a bit intimidating. So.
Well, he's with us at the moment. He's not going to come for a bit anyway, so.
You can't even come in there, can you? Simon's not well. Well, it's a bit Simon.
Yeah, but
we haven't seen him in the last 24 hours.
No.
You'll be home.
This is a nice
guaranteed.
And everybody's so tidy. And then you get just one rotten apple. And it only takes one.
Looks like it's already been smashed then.
$18-hour shift.
He's known him for years, he's always shoplifting. He said to me earlier in the car that his dad died this year, septicemia. And I knew his sister had, as his brother as well, so in the last year he's had 3 family deaths.
And I said, this woman wants to meet you. So I messaged her. And it says, this user was blocked. I didn't know that. I don't even know who she was. That's not possible, really, mate. But yeah, just see you coming from after looking in the mirror and seeing your reflection. That's understandable.
The police haven't found any of the stolen goods, so they still need to build a case against John Gino, or convince him to confess.
I feel sorry for him in a certain way, you know what I mean? Because you know what I mean? Nobody's holding a knife down to see the burglar's house.
Oh, that's alright, got weekend away.
You know what I mean?
Let's go.
Lock them up, that's what we can do with them.
People around you have got well-paid jobs, you know what I mean? Like, get by on what you can, but then someone just come into your house and take something and take it home then.
Off a tennis train and pop.
When he comes out now, he'd be called rotten and everything, but he won't come out to the valley.
Jenny, with Martin's cup of tea. Spit in it, will you?
I'm not making.
Watch my thumb now.
Why am I spitting in it?
Because it's making me swear. I'm going to batter him in a minute. Jen, pass me the knife, please. Sharpest one we can find. Throw him in the pond.
In the pot, mate. Let's go with it.
Can't get by that. There's always people fighting. There's people fighting everywhere.
Because it's the feelings, mate.
That's what you seem to do on responses, breaking up people's fights or getting
Can you hear that?
fights.
No, I can't.
Last night, a man was found badly beaten in the street in Woodhouse and is currently unconscious in intensive care. The police believe the man was assaulted at his friend's house before being dragged into the pavement.
Jen?
Father, boys, perhaps beating this mailer. What's going on? What's it over? Is it over drugs? Is it over something he said to him? Perhaps,
Clearly not.
they're trying to drag him out the body because he
Wasn't it below the belt, Jennifer?
That's a 50. Yeah, that is no.
What?
No, just say it. You know what I'm saying. Oh, let's see how badly beaten he is.
Oh, sad news.
Aww.
Oh, tea bags. Oh,
I don't take sugar anyway, Jen, so I just have hot water there. That's fine.
Certain way, valleys people talk to each other and communicate with each other. That's familiarity.
What?
Come and have a sit down. I sit back.
I hope you don't die Friday.
Get out of that. I said,
Oh, cheers, Matt.
I need to do as well. And it must make me sound very simple when I go to court and things.
I know.
And do transfer and I'm like, right then back. It's that, but it just means mate. Right back. Do you know him? Right. He was found not too far from you, right? In Elvis Lake. Right. What I would say to you is, right? You're both at the moment under arrest on suspicious Section 18 assault. Right? Okay?
We're trying to get somebody to saying that can you call my niece to come over to my daughter in bed? Is it? Alright, we'll sort that out. We'll sort this out, alright?
I'm going to leave in the lurch. I'm going to post report, alright?
It's a disabled child. Alright, we'll sort that out.
Do not have to say anything, but it may harm in defence if you do not answer one question, something which will later align in court. Anything you do say may be given evidence, alright? Do you both understand the caution? Have you got any reply to the caution? Make sure I'm saying words. Do me a favour, right? Can you just stand up for me and turn around? I just got to give you a quick search, alright, Bat?
The suspects are 44-year-old Paddy, a single father of 3,
Stay still for me, Bat, right?
and his 20-year-old stepson, Sean.
You understand why you've been arrested, yeah?
It's the first time Sean has ever been arrested.
Sit down, sit down. Right, keep your arms still now, right, okay? Yeah. What's your head there, okay? Oh, what's your head? What's your head?
Response cop Nathan has picked up on a comment made by Paddy about the state of the victim on the evening of the assault.
You said he downed a bottle of whiskey, didn't he? Would he be willing to sign that? Just to say that you said it before arrest, you said that? You're not signing that, alright, man. No problem.
I think he's trying to imply that it would be an accident. Making it so that he's down the bottle of whiskey. It suggests that he was absolutely blocked and he's probably fallen over or something. That's what he's probably trying to make us think, yeah?
Welcome.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Jennifer. That is most gracious of you, my darling.
First things first, I just need a signature.
Just thinking of myself, and I was quite thirsty.
On me, so...
Can you bring the biscuits in with you, please?
Would you like me to shove the biscuits up your glucose maximum?
Oh, there's long days said before I leave. Is it? Okay,
No. Most of the people who we deal with are used to being in custody and used to the system being interviewed, being arrested, going to court. I mean, you go to court these days, it's like circus. People take their kids there, their babies there, there's kids running around court. And it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
When we go through, yeah, so we just the sergeant at the desk. The officer will explain.
But for people who haven't been arrested before and people who are not used to being arrested and going into custody and things, I can imagine it's very, very intimidating.
Shouldn't too much longer,
Yeah. As the victim is in a critical condition, Paddy and his stepson Sean are held on suspicion of committing a Section 18 GBH, an offence that could result in life in prison.
Life in prison?
He's a good boy. We're being in trouble. How do you know, sir?
You said it's the comic, is it?
Yeah, it was you speaking in the holding cell. Sean said that my father's not a bad man, he didn't mean to do anything, I didn't see anything, people just wind him up. He didn't mean to do anything, I didn't see anything, people just wind him up. Can you say that?
You run out of milk, Jack?
From what I know, I think Sean has got a lot of experience with coming in custody and things like that, and it's a very serious offence to be accused of in the first place. For someone like that to come into custody, you can imagine how they're feeling, they're probably panicking. Some people just talk when they shouldn't really talk.
Sam, would you grass me up?
Obviously it's great for us.
Hell out of mine.
We've got something to question Patrick on, which is a massive statement for us to obviously use in interview. But he's on.
Come here, you're just going to get my cut of tea, mate.
There you are.
Yeah. Good.
He's on.
We're just trying to get an idea of how many's out on the town tonight, that's all. It's busy up tonight there, swords.
In Merthyr, the police are searching for leads after a man was run over outside the nightclub. There's no CCTV, and getting witnesses to go on the record is proving difficult.
People don't like to be snitches. If you're a grass around here, then you're seen as a bad person. You know, so if you know something, then people don't intend to give that information out.
A lot of people will tell us off the record who's done something, but there's still the fear to put pen to paper to give us a witness statement, to stand up and give evidence against someone who they've known, or they might know their mother, their father, their grandmother. To give evidence against one of your own is a massive thing.
Only one person's name has come up. Morky. Hearing that police want to talk to him, he's handed himself in.
Oh, number 2.
Alright.
Allegedly, the car, you run over a male who was out on a night out with his friend because this male has allegedly upset his girlfriend. So, Rob would get out and sort him out. This was easier. Give it a jump and he didn't get a bit back. So, it's a nasty offence. Luckily, the guy had no serious injuries, but the potential there was massive. Obviously, could have killed him. Knowing since he was with the snapper, and I've watched him develop and watched his criminality develop with him. But I've never known him go to this length of violence, if it is him on the allegation.
Morkey's been in trouble with the police since he was a kid and has served time in prison for a violent robbery.
It's a small town, so it is pretty violent. No, like knives or nothing, just all, I don't know, just fighting and bats and bars and bricks. That's probably the highlight of the place when it kicks off. If something happens, you're guaranteed every gate will be full from the next 3 streets down. Every person will be out watching.
In interview, Morkey's gone no comment to all questions about the man being run over. He's used to his name coming up because of the reputation he earned when he was younger.
If something happens out here and someone only going to mention my name, they just automatically say my name. I could walk up the street, fall over the curb, nothing happened to me, but I've cracked my head open, hit a little child over at the same time, and I was on drugs. Do you know what I mean? That's the time it gets around, that's what's happened.
Tell it to the judge in the morning.
So far, all the police have to link the crime to Morkey are shots of him in a blue Golf, captured 2 days earlier.
It's up to us. If we've got the intelligence from the community, then us as cops, we've got to try and turn that intelligence into evidence.
If Morkey is charged with dealing heroin and the attack at the nightclub, he could be sentenced to up to 10 years in jail. The recent burglaries have been the talk of Mountain Ash.
Martin swears through text or WhatsApp, Jen. Is that 50p?
They're really outraged about it. It's like, it really shouldn't be happening in like a community this small. Like, if you're struggling, ask someone, and they more times than not will help.
Very quiet over there. Is that
Especially around here.
I don't want to speak.
You might say something.
Mark is preparing to interview John Gino, the man named on Facebook as the Mountain Ash burglar. None of the stolen property has been found, but they have the CCTV.
Because of the strength of the evidence, I said it would be, I'd say, no comment interview, or maybe a full-on frank admission. It's so distinctive, his features, especially his nose. This interview has been visually recorded. I'm Detective Constable 4687 Mark Jones. I don't want to sound too confident, man. It could all go pear-shaped. But yeah, I am pretty confident. I've dealt with a lot of burglars previously. You know, there's quite strong evidence against him, so I think he's got problems. John, the reason why you've been arrested is because you've been arrested on suspicion of 2 burglaries. So that's the thing they posted on Facebook. Is that you?
That's not me. There's no Collins, just ask him.
You stayed at Collins all night?
You stayed there till about 6 or 7, and I went from right down to 8 speakers here.
What do you do when you're there?
Read it out, mate.
Can you tell me what you
read
were
it out for us?
No, you're okay. I mean, I'll pass on that.
Thank you, Max.
Do you know anything about that burglary?
Yes.
About the burglary whatsoever. That burglary, whatever burglary was done, there was no burglary, there were no burglaries.
Pop your shoes off. Put your jacket off the road.
Trying to do
Didn't expect it. Thought he was going to be no comment interview, but he's given full and frank account now, so off we go to sort that out. Just nothing simple, is it? He's not guilty of this, then maybe he should put his own Facebook post up saying it wasn't me, it was him.
They were told to be here and come up and bring my name, but it was in somebody else's house, and it was the time of the burglary, so you'll get a fax for it first if you go punk from there. You can't be in two places at the same time, you know.
Whilst John Gino has been in custody, the Mountain Ash community's own investigation has continued, and there's been a development.
There's been information passed out on Facebook saying a disliked foot will go their own way.
Now the finger has been pointed at Jason Lightfoot, a convicted burglar who's kept out of trouble for the last few years.
And if you look at his nose, a bit bigger build. He lives the opposite side, you know where so garage is Mountain Ash.
Okay. Has Gino got a form for her? Yeah, I'm saying.
No, it's all shoplifting.
You got none?
All shoplifting.
With another Facebook lead to follow, Mark has brought in a support team to track down their new suspect.
Right, Sarge. There are two creepy burglaries. That's our suspect there, Jason Lightfoot.
Right, has he got previous for this as well?
Yeah, perfect. He's 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 strike dead and burglar, so...
There's every chance he's going to be expecting a sentence.
At the moment, the post on Facebook is all pointing to the boy we've got in custody.
Yeah.
And everyone's blamed him, so you might have thought,
It's
get
him.
away with it.
It's him. What is it, really? Yeah, off video recordings.
But it's not just the police looking for the thief. Jason Penny, John Jason Lightfoot named online.
Hey, let me play it.
When you Mountain Ash, something goes wrong, but do find you again.
Feel what Tina's been saying.
Guys walking the streets, out and about, looking at it, trying to help you.
Oh yeah, she's really been stirring it. Imogen sent me a really abusive text, just basically saying I was an abuser. I was never a father, I was never a renfer.
My sister-in-law and her daughter felt on that night.
And I abused her mother for 20
I
years.
wanted to feel fear that somebody was after him, and he knew somebody was after him that wasn't going to worry about him carrying
So
a
what do you mean? I said, well, obviously there's words being said and somebody's doing
we were
exactly
looking for
true.
him, and we knew
Just
he
like
did
when
that
Emma said that I
he was
threw a
going to
boiling
fear
on a cup of tea
us
over
catching
you.
him basically before
Well, you didn't throw it at me, you threw it in my direction.
No, I don't see that.
I said, you're telling me that you made me a cup of tea and I wasn't happy with it and I threw it at you in your direction, a full hot cup of tea. Bear in mind, only a month ago you told me you couldn't even remember that happening, and now all of a sudden you remember me happening that happening. So see, you're full of it. You're making up as you go along. Oh, and you pulled a drawer out and you threw it at my feet. I said, no, Tina, you stuffed the drawer full of stuff, so I wrenched it out and threw it on the floor where your feet just
Sean
happened
is waiting
to
to be
be.
questioned about the assault.
So you are changing everything to make me out the bad guy here. And that is exactly why Nick, who was Phil's ex, stopped being friends with her. Because she kept on saying, I look like his life hell.
I drink when my mate's birthday or sisters.
It's all nice on the front, but she's filling the girls' heads full of poop.
Will you just swear? Just swear.
No. It's not happening, mate. I can control myself.
When Sean was a teenager, Paddy and his mum split up. Sean wasn't getting on with his mum, so Paddy took him in.
You just grasped him up, mate.
You helped me through everything. Give me everything.
We'll have to spell it.
Everything I asked for.
Why?
No, because that's
not that
saying
person.
No, it's not spelling it.
It's
it's still the same. It's still verbalising.
All of it's.
What about mum? My man.
I just don't understand what happened to him.
Paddy has been interviewed about the assault that allegedly took place in his house. leaving his friend in intensive care.
agree with you. You went to a guy where I'm
On solicitor's advice,
You pick
he's
Mike
got
up in
no
the morning,
comment
half
throughout.
past 5 and every this, every that, which I
People won't talk to the police because if they do, they'll have their windows cut.
I had to hold in all night.
You wake him up in the morning, by the way, Jim, that's £5.60.
I'd be like, there's your tab.
Now I charge you a temporary.
Oh, I was getting with a golf. I was on 8.1. They dropped me 0.2 in 3 shots, and the 4th shot was in the buffer zone, so I only stayed 7.5.
Seat over there for me, Sean, please. Right.
With golf,
Sean,
a professional will play off 0, they won't get any shots.
Although it's
so
his
the
first
better
time in
golfer
custody,
you are, the less
Sean has
shots
chosen
the
not
course
to
will
have a
give you.
solicitor.
So, i.e.,
Right,
on the hardest
Sean,
golf
you're here because you've been
index,
arrested on
which is
suspicion
still
of
the
a
index 1,
GBH and assault.
it says a par 4, you've got to have 4
I
shots to get the ball from the tee into the hole. Because it's the hardest one in the hole.
That's it. It was all. It was
You
all.
get a shot,
case.
so instead of being a par 4, it becomes a par 5. So if you get the ball in the hole in 5, you actually technically got it in 4. So the worse golfer you are, the higher your handicap, the better the golfer you are, the lower.
A witness has told police they'd
So I'm
seen the
7.5,
victim being carried out of Paddy's house
which
and
makes
left
me
on the
a really
pavement.
good golfer.
Police suspect Paddy
Some
might have
people
asked
are
Sean
off
to
18,
help.
which makes them.
Where were you when you first saw him?
So
It
that's
was
what
5 or 10
the
doors
better
up
you
from
are,
me.
the less shots you get.
Tried his.
And I know people that have been off +2.
Pulse? Yeah, check his pulse.
So on the easiest golf hole on the course, which is a par 4,
He wasn't in the
you've got to
mood
get there in 3 to make it a par. Because they're
That's
good at turning professionals.
He's critically ill at the hospital.
No,
can't breathe for himself, and the machine is doing that for him.
But just say that again, shall I?
Obviously concerned about him. Because you check his vital signs, check his pulse, ambulance.
Ever reach single figure.
I have nothing to do with it, I don't know.
Throughout the interview, you've said time and time again how was there any blood in your house?
There was a little bit of.
And where is that blood now?
Not really, no.
You cleaned the
I
blood.
like my ideal handicap.
So
would
what
be
we can
about
establish then,
6.5,
Sean, is whatever
6.6, so I'd be
happened
off 7.
happened in your house.
So I'm 7.5.
That's the best thing said to him. I don't know what happened though. Why is it because you carried him out the house and he's been carried out of your house? Were you carrying him? Yeah, he's carrying him. You were carrying him? Who else is carrying him?
Was up here. I met Karen.
There's people next door helping us carry him out. They wanted to keep him there and just wait for the ambulance to come. And they were just moving him. And I just helped them.
There's a good chance you could go to prison for this, because you have assisted an offender by carrying the victim to get him outside. What do you think as a soul?
He wouldn't do
Has your father assaulted?
I just don't know. But he's not a bad man. He's quiet. He's there for everyone. And I just hope he
I was looking through my bank account, so it's been about 4 grand, 5 grand, went from that to 1800 to 1600 to 1200. Absolutely arse. I had no work from Lambert and Hampton.
I don't know what happened that night.
No
Only
work
they really know what happened
no work
that night.
Job access.
But if it was my father, if my father was in a predicament and he needed my help, then I would do everything I could to try and help him.
That there was no work from any of them. No private work, no nothing.
To get to the truth of Sean and Paddy's involvement, detectives now have to persuade neighbours to talk.
I got a week's worth of work. I got 13 emails from John.
It's a typical Valley's town where everybody knows everybody, and tension is certainly running high. Having spent a bit of time over there the last 24 hours.
It's gone from
None
that
of them
far
really
from
willing
bankrupt
to converse with the
I
police.
just can't pay anything. To more lucrative now in this hand of me. So it's crazy.
Well, when they pay.
When they pay, yeah, obviously. I got a job to do Monday and Wednesday, and that's cash. He's going to pay me $650. So, what's that paying your money back?
That guy's on life support machine. The one that got beat up.
No way.
Yeah.
That's shocking.
They just told that guy now, the kid, that he could go to prison because he didn't carry him from the house, because it happened in the house to the corner. And the neighbours.
It's normally, but I think they're all on board with this because they see it as something that's gone too far.
Detectives have identified the neighbour who called the ambulance anonymously. Paddy's drinking buddy, Robbie, who they've known for years.
A chance of him being sober. Well, we warned Robbie last night that he had to stay off it this morning. I think that's where they've slung him. On the floor. And they just a bit further down there.
Mostly the older generation will talk to police. They won't tell you what's happened with regards to an incident. They'll tell you what Liz next door is doing or having for tea and things like that. You build up a familiarity with these people that's bordering on unnatural, if that makes sense.
Ah, there's the man.
Are you alright?
Alright?
Yeah.
You alright, bud? Rob, obviously we need to get a statement from you, fella, we do. Is that alright? You happy to do that?
Yeah.
Fab, okay. Will you come with us down to Mountain Ash Police Station for us to take that off you? Alright, okay. Alright. Alright, no worries, take your time. Why though? Why go that far? Well, you know. Just. Yeah. Consensus amongst them all is that he's gone too far. Whatever's happened in that house has gone way too far.
What did you tagging me for?
In his statement, Robbie tells
happened
police that he
again?
wanted to move the victim out of Paddy's house for his safety and asked Sean to help.
Robbie did say, he said he was tidy, he was helpful, he helped me, he said, I just wanted him out of there, and he did help me get him out.
Sean is no longer suspected of assisting an offender and is released without charge.
We've taken further statements from one of the witnesses there, and he was a neighbour, and he actually has told us that he instructed Sean to help to carry him, to get him outside. He's tried to do the right thing, to be fair to him. He didn't really know what to do. So, I made the decision, basically, we weren't going to charge him with any offences, and he was released without charge.
I'm feeling relieved I'm out. I can't believe it. It was a hard place to
What word did you go? Say then, James.
It was scary and
then the rest is
very glad to be out there.
Excreta, yes. What excreta?
Hopefully I'll come back.
Yes.
What about if you swear in a different language?
Paddy is remanded in custody. With no one claiming to have witnessed the assault, the investigation hinges on the victim being able to give a statement.
Some woman who wants something
but he's still in a coma.
relationship. I think she's just like a friends with benefit.
Yeah.
I'm looking for new friends. I don't get along well with other females, so we need chill people. I'm easygoing and flexible. So if you want to meet me, just leave
Morky has been in custody for 8 hours in connection with the incident where a man was run over outside a nightclub. The police believe they've discovered a motive for the assault.
If you do have sex, you need to go to the...
It's alleged that Morky's girlfriend Molly had an argument with the victim.
Because I had somebody to text me, I want to be friends with
Now she's
benefits.
been
Well,
arrested
to be honest with you, I'm not interested in that because I don't really want to have diseases, thank you very much. I don't mind having...
Well, I don't want
The
manufacturing.
police have put their case against Morky to the CPS.
Mate, seriously.
stand there for me.
On the 10th of December 2016, at the street junction of Aberdeen Road, Deneva Street and Penry Street in Merthyr Tydfil, jointly with Molly Jones, unlawfully and maliciously wounded with intent to do him grievous bodily harm. Alright?
How can you charge me for that when I didn't do it?
CPS have made a decision,
Right, don't see how you're going to charge me for that. I haven't done it, to be honest.
Well, that's a matter for the court at the end of the day, right?
So caution you now, you don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence. You don't mention now something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Anything you want to say?
No.
You're back talking to each other.
Taking charge of me for causing grief before the arms, somebody young boy, join me with you. I don't want what they on about, stupid. You haven't got away with that. As I said, it's how can you do me for something I haven't done? We've made our mind up. Jimmy, what the fuck, like?
While Morky is in the cells, Rhino has some news about the investigation into his alleged heroin dealing.
Mind your head! Mind your head! Are you up, you? Right, come and talk to me, back. To report you now for consideration of the prosecution for the following offence, right? Between the 10th of May 15 and the 12th of the 12th 15 in Merthyr Tydfil, who concerned supply of quantity of morphine controlled drug, namely heroin, to others in controversy to Section 4.1 of the Misuse of Drugs Act. Not to say anything about how many offences are mentioned now, so the original report, everything you say may give evidence. I'll get anything to say about that.
Why are you on mode? What the fuck are you on mode?
You've been reported for summons for the offence of supplying heroin in Merthyr Tydfil.
Was we reported for summons? Was
You're going to go seriously charged, or are you going to go to court?
I didn't get heroin.
Are you going to go to court for supplying heroin?
I've never been.
You've been arrested on a number of occasions, and the matter's been investigated. The evidence will be put in the CPS, and they come back to the charge for you to attend court for those charges. Alright?
Is
Yeah.
it 4 users of James?
Just arrest me for selling heroin or factions, what are you on about?
Alright, who's talking to me?
You've not had much luck, that kid, is he?
After being interviewed, Molly is released on bail.
Come on, Molly.
Morky is remanded in custody to face his GBH charge in the morning.
Last time I was in court, they used to call me the celebrity because I'd have so many family members there, like. So it'd probably be a couple tomorrow. It better be anyway.
Funny, mate.
I come from a gypsy background, so I got plenty of family, so I don't need friends, do you know what I mean? Big family. We tend to have rows, but something go wrong and everyone's there, do you know what I mean?
He'd admit to it, he'd done it. Yeah, if he had done it, he'd come and tell us. At the end of the day, we family. He would tell us, but he definitely hadn't done it.
Surprised what liars can do, innit? That's what it's down to, all liars.
With charges for selling heroin to answer as well, Morky's family will have to make several trips to court over the coming days.
I've never seen someone to go in a police station just for one thing and come out with about 10. Why can't they just leave him alone?
It would be nice to get over the line because there's a lot of work on in there, but it's not up to me to decide if Morky has been doing that or he hasn't. That's all I got is some evidence, some circumstances. It's the jury, the 12 ladies and gentlemen, who've got to make the decision if he has been doing that.
You alright?
Wow! I love you too.
Alright, bye.
If they decide when he has, then it's great, I'll have a beer, and if they decide he hasn't, I'll still have a beer.
Yeah, I'm going to court now and see.
Skinny, please. You look skinny.
She's got a nice costume.
Come on, how did they get on?
What's your name, mate?
Bingo.
What's your name?
Jason.
Jason, I'm going to search you now, right? You stand back from the desk, alright? Thank you.
The new Mountain Ash burglary suspect, Jason Lightfoot, has handed himself in.
We've done a few addresses to me yesterday. He's probably shaking the right tree, shall we say. And
the family and his friends know what he's obviously got up to, and they probably don't want him there, got sick and tired of him. Probably they said best thing for you to do is hand yourself in, as well as the community looking for him as well. So place of safety, straight to a police station.
Do you work at the moment?
No, I've just been signed off violent disposition.
Have you ever
Well,
tried?
look violent here. Look how chill they are.
Necessity for the arrest?
Looking to see if we can stop him destroying any evidence.
What do you mean?
We're just going to go around the houses now. We're going to do Section 18 searches at your addresses just to see if there's anything there.
Do you want a solicitor at the moment?
Yeah.
Yeah, which
I could go talking to a solicitor, couldn't I, really?
I thought, well, if I go in and add myself in, then they'll know it's not me. I probably won't see the light of day for years now, will I?
Did I search at his mum's house? We found super dry jacket.
For years I've kept out of trouble, and then I get picked up for this, and it's just all getting put on me. The amount of work that I've put in the last 3 years to turn my life around, and here I am again looking at years. I've got everything I want. Everything I want, and it's all being taken from me right now. And I can't
You remind me of a lot of front doors to my environment.
And when he's come into custody, these are his trainers, which he's accepted. He signed for them in his property.
Mate, that ain't even funny.
They seem to be the same trainers of the guy.
That's not even funny.
As well.
I've lost everything. All my family don't want to speak to me. They just don't want to know. I've spent the duration of around 15 years actually in prison. The thing is, I turned my life around when I was trying so hard. I had my daughter.
Also, in Mum's address of the suspect, hidden in an airing cupboard under a pile of clothes, was this black handbag. We've taken it to the victim of one of the burglaries, and she's positively identified it basically, and that's her handbag stolen from the house.
Thank you for calling the Crown Prosecution Service. Hello, CPS Direct.
Oh, hello there, my name's Mark Jones from the CID in Merthyr Tydfil.
Oh, you're ringing about Lightfoot, aren't you?
I am, yeah.
Is he a free striker?
He says going to be 13 and 14, this is.
Good Lord. Right, okay. When was he last in prison?
I believe he's been out for approximately 3 years. Gone downhill again at the moment, I think. He is, yeah, he's not looking very well at the moment. I got like a Google map images as well of the distances between the burglaries and with his home addresses and things to show how close he is to
Is
them.
it the typical sort of terrace?
Typical Valleys terrace,
That's
yeah.
not funny.
Close-knit community, people trust each other and don't
quick, isn't
it?
Absolutely right. There's a vigilante group in the Mountain Ash at the moment as well, out and about looking for him. Whether they blurred anyway, so...
They're worrying they got the wrong man, but at least they were able to get the right man in the end.
Yeah, that's right.
The original burglary suspect, John Gino, is now in the clear. Word quickly spreads around town that he is innocent.
We have apologised to his family. We have said sorry, and I am sorry that the wrong person got the blame for something they didn't do. But that's the only downside to social media. And now he's got a hard name because of it. And probably some people won't care the fact that that's not true. Only the ones that care about the person will probably care whether it's true or not.
It's a tricky situation.
Looking well, man.
Can I have a phone call to my kids?
Yeah, that's no problem at all. That's all that for now. I'm Michelle.
After being released without charge, Sean is back in Mountain Ash. Paddy's teenage daughters have had to move in with relatives whilst the assault case is investigated. If he's charged with GBH, Paddy faces years in prison.
It's going to be not nice for me and the girls. Losing a father. It's going to be heartbreaking.
The police have been given an update on the victim's condition.
They put him in an induced coma to do the CT scan and obviously to drain the lungs.
Why did they need to drain the lungs?
Blood in the lungs. And they took him off ventilation this morning and then allowed him to come out from sedation. And they said, that he was conscious and unable to talk to us.
The victim is now expected to make a full recovery and has given a statement to the police.
He was able to give us some sort of account. It was a bit, trying to pull teeth at times with him, but he basically said that he's gone to Paddy's in the evening. Paddy's given him some whiskey. He's been drinking heavily and taking God knows what, so he doesn't remember why or how, but later on in the evening, him and Paddy started arguing.
Bickering, he said, wasn't it? Yeah, they'd been bickering.
Was the word he used.
And then they fronted each other.
Paddy's got aggressive towards him, and he got no recollection after that. He doesn't know what happened to him. Doesn't remember being hit. Doesn't remember anything. Just his next recollection is waking up in the hospital.
Despite being badly injured, the victim has asked the police not to charge Paddy with GBH, the most serious assault charge.
He said to me in the hospital today, "You got kids, can't he just be done for ABH?"
That's what he said.
That's what the victim said to us.
That's the Bally's mentality, isn't it? Being honourable to other people and being kind, even in the most extreme circumstances like that. He's got problems of his own, so let's show a bit of mercy on him. It's unbelievable. It is quite beautiful, you could say, but it's mad as well. Welcome to the Valleys.
I'm out now, aren't I? So, Merry Christmas. Yeah, man.
On one hand, we don't want him to be seriously injured, but on the other, it gives us a better charge.
I know he's there for me. I know that, I always knew that. Thank God he's back home.
The suffering of the Rohingya children as thousands flee Myanmar only to face new dangers. 12,000 are crossing into Bangladesh every week, many succumbing to disease and hunger.
I'm surrounded by babies, children under the age of 2 months, and they're all fighting for their lives. They're all severely, acutely malnourished.
Tears come to my eyes sometimes. It's you just do what you can, you know.
We have a special report from the border of Bangladesh as 10,000 people pour in from Myanmar just today, the majority children. Also tonight, don't read my lips, but EU leaders are still pushing Theresa May for concessions before Brexit trade talks can start. Big rise in crime in England and Wales, with violent crime up 19%. After the protests and the disputed independence referendum, the Spanish government tells Catalonia now will take your autonomy. Flight tipping is increasing in our cities and countryside. We'll be looking at why.
Fishing stuff out.
Jodie sing her old song in the Delaware News Show. as she
Is
told
it, you in tomorrow? When? Are you in PM? Time? When you in? What
The
time?
actor turns author with a series of short
Are
stories.
you in PM or not?
Meanwhile today, after a damning report into child services, Powys Council leaders apologised for the failings. And Simon Waterman suffered a debilitating stroke. Now he faces being separated from his wife because of a visa row.
Lovely. Lovely. So it was a nasty accident this morning, wasn't it? Adrian Way?
Good evening. Outcast and desperate and facing appalling dangers. The verdict of the UN Children's Agency UNICEF as it describes the living conditions being endured by hundreds of thousands of Rohingya Muslims, and in particular the 12,000 children who are now fleeing Myanmar for neighbouring Bangladesh every week. More than 500,000 refugees have left their homes in Myanmar, where they faced a military offensive and been burned out of their homes following long-standing tensions and violence in the area. Clive Myrie reports from the Katupalong refugee camp just over the Myanmar border in Bangladesh. You may find some of the images distressing.
Every breath is a struggle for Mohammed Ibrahim. 6 months old and fighting pneumonia. He's terribly weak and malnourished. He has just a 50-50 chance of seeing out another day. A sense of sorrow hangs heavy in the air in this clinic in Bangladesh. 80% of the patients are Rohingya Muslim refugees, and many are malnourished children, the weakest of the weak. The mother of 18-month-old Mostakima summed up the nightmare of so many Rohingya women.
We had to run from our village, but we had so little to eat. Then when we managed to get food, I couldn't feed my child. She's so sick, but if God wishes it, she'll survive.
Working with the local staff here is Ian Cross, a former GP from Leicester.
I got offered to swap my quad
Tears come to my eyes.
for petrol jet washing.
You just do what you can.
And 200 quid.
Right. In a way, I'm lucky that I'm the doctor. I've got my hands and my tools. I can help make people better. If I wasn't able to do that, I'd be so frustrated. And I'd
give me 350 and the jet
when you're hard at work,
what do you say?
I was wondering that. I was thinking about it.
It is a depressing truth in this crisis that close to 60% of the more than 500,000 Rohingya Muslims who've escaped Myanmar are children and teenagers. And they've seen some terrible things, like Havaja Khatun. She's called this refugee camp in Bangladesh home for almost 2 weeks. Her story of the night she had to flee Myanmar is depressingly familiar. Villages torched and her mother dying in the flames. They're killing all the Muslims, she told me, slaughtering innocent Rohingyas. We've always been treated as lesser people in our own land. Now they want to finish us off. But dangers lurk in exile too. Young women like Havaja are vulnerable. And the chance of children falling into the hands of sexual predators or exploited for their labour is ever present.
The families here have nothing. They are trying to survive on a daily basis, and some of them at some points might be tempted to give away one of their child for domestic work, not going to school, sometimes sexual abuse. So the risks are high.
But there is light amidst all the gloom. Children in the camps are getting vaccinated against cholera and other diseases. There's even a chance to watch cartoons. And youngsters are never allowed to feel ashamed of who they are. In this class, they're reciting nursery rhymes from their homeland.
Where is she?
Is she?
Outside one refugee camp, we found by the side of the road Mimuna, who's 9.
I'm going to bed in a minute. You have to look yourself out.
Too young to understand the bundle in her arms was severely malnourished. We alerted UNICEF, and doctors are now treating them both. But some will never have the chance to return to Myanmar. The day after we filmed Mohammed Ibrahim,
Maybe an hour ago, much before this pot started.
he was buried in a tiny grave
Before what started?
Sorry?
Before what started?
The pot.
There is so much sadness and sorrow here, there's no question about it. But tonight I've got a couple of pieces of good news, believe it or not. Little Mushtakima, who you saw in my report there, 18 months old, badly malnourished, basically skin and bone. It was her mother who told me that if it was God's will that she should survive, her daughter should survive, then she will. Well, we understand from the aid agencies that she's actually put on weight, 100 grams apparently, the first time she's put on weight in several weeks. So that's a little bit of good news coming out of here tonight. And the 15,000 Rohingya Muslims who crossed the border a few nights ago and who ended up being stranded in no man's land for 3 full days, well, tonight they'll be able to avoid this tropical cyclone that's deluged this whole area throughout the day, because they're on their way through tomorrow to some of the established refugee camps around here. Now, again, you can contact me with your questions about this ongoing crisis for about half an hour after the programme tonight. You can do that via @CliveMyrie BBC, and don't forget the hashtag NewsBBC. And that's it. Back to you, Fiona.
Clive, thank you. Theresa May is in Brussels tonight at an EU summit to assess the progress so far towards Brexit and, crucially, whether talks can start on a trade deal. The German Chancellor, Angela Merkel, says there are encouraging signs of progress, but Mrs Merkel and the other EU leaders are still insisting the UK the moves before any discussion on trade. Our political editor, Lord
So many days going.
High up in this building, the Prime Minister is swirled away with her 27 counterparts from the other EU countries. She's appealing them.
Why is he out and running around? He's probably gone to hibernation mode.
It won't be long.
He usually do, yeah.
It won't be long, Martin.
Yes. You're right there, James. Roger. Right, I'll speak to you tomorrow about.
Yeah, mate, I'll talk soon.
Ta-da.
See you, mate. Anyway.
closer. Andrew and Carol are closer. Send them there.